People listen to Muhammad Ali at a press conference or something, and you know, they don't think he's serious about everything, but he's very serious about this, as we found out during the week.
You know, Don, what's interesting is that that what Angelo Dundee was saying was kind of different from what Muhammad Ali was saying. That Ali be moving and dancing.
I just wish to extend a very warm welcome to Muhammad Ali and his very lovely wife.
This will be the 61st time that Muhammad Ali has made that long walk from the dressing room to the ring in his 21 years of boxing. And he's the reason why most of the people are here. Oh, sure, there are some who still believe that he can win, while others are here just to be curious and see the man who has been magical and even mystical in his time. And it's still a big question as to why he's doing it again. Some say for the money, others for the glory and fame that he misses, and some say to prove a point, the point that he can do what the experts say is impossible. But win or lose, and even with the added weight and the salt and pepper hair, while in Nassau, remarkably, he has been like a Pied Piper in attracting people from all age groups to see the man they call the greatest.
These are my people. These are my fans. Worldwide. Black, white, Chinese, African, demand, they want to live on the regional. I'm made boxing.
I don't think the Bahamas will ever recover from the spectacle of all these fine fighters that they were exposed to during the week. And it's certainly a beautiful place. It's a lovely night with a nice bright moon over the ring, and you can see what a fine crowd we have in attendance here at the Queen Elizabeth Sports Center. And, well, just imagine what it was like during the week.
There's something spotted, the jungle don't party. There's something spotted, keep the action singing. There's something spotted, great this morning. There's something spotted, this little party. There's something spotted, the jungle don't party. There's something spotted, keep the action singing. There's something spotted, great this morning. There's something spotted, this little party. There's something spotted, the jungle don't party. There's something spotted, keep the action singing. There's something spotted, great till morning. There's something spotted, the soca party. There's something spotted, this calypso party.
This bud's for all the guys who keep the action from getting out of hand.
This bud's for you, for all you do. The king of beers is coming through.
Yeah, just for you, that distinctively clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
For all you do.
This bud's for you.
I'm Bob Guccione, editor and publisher of
Fantastic fighter. He's a young fellow because he lost one fight. You know, people are saying, is he going to come back? Come back from what?
That's right.
He fought a great fight and he lost it. It's one of those things in boxing that happens. But I have a lot of confidence in Hearns, and I think he's capable of going all the way and winning some more titles again.
Very, very true.
Incidentally, speaking of referees, David, the referee is going to be Jay Edson of Naples, Florida. He's been around a few times. I think he's refereed, you know, more than 40 or 45 World Championship fights.
Yes, he has. He's very experienced, and he's been all over the world refereeing fights. And one thing we have here are two good, experienced referees.
Randy and Davey, did you see Singletary and Hearns during the week?
No, I saw a little bit of Tommy Hearns, and he looked very good.
How about you, Davey?
No, I didn't see either one of them in training. Not at all.
Well, we know that Hearns is a dedicated fighter.
So there's a lot of rumors floating around about both fighters.
28-year-old middleweight Ernie Singletary is a pure Philadelphia fighter, which means he comes to rumble. He hits hard and has the ability to take a punch. But he's been forced to fight any available opponent in his division. But what are his thoughts on Hearns?
I think Thomas Hearns is probably one of the best welterweights that's out there today. And I think this is going to be a very hard fight. But I prepare myself mentally and physical for this fight. And I think I'm going to do well.
This will be a big move for the hitman, moving from the welter to the middleweight division. And Singletary says that won't be a problem at all.
Oh, no, not at all. You know, he's been able to eat, drink, and do exactly what he wanted to do. I had to maintain my weight, but I don't think it's going to be any problem because once we get into the ring, it's just going to be two fighters.
Hearns is a man with a mission, and this is his first fight since losing that battle to Sugar Ray Leonard earlier this year in Las Vegas, and he sees this bout as a stepping stone to him getting his title back, which he dearly misses.
That's very important for me. It's very lonely without that belt. That belt means an awful lot to me, so I'm doing all I possibly can now to get a rematch with Leonard so I can regain my championship.
Compared to Tommy Hearns, Ernie Singletary is a relative unknown, but due to his tremendous strength, Hearns will not take him lightly at all.
I'm not taking Singletary easy at all, which I had the pleasure of watching Singletary work out, and he seems like he's a very skillful person, person with a lot of know-how and ability to go on to be a champion. So I'm not taking him lightly at all.
We're going to have a change of scene now. Jim Hill is in Muhammad Ali's dressing room. Jim, what's going on?
Thank you so very much, Don Dunphy. And of course, Muhammad, if you're looking at yourself here on television, it's almost time to rumble.
Yes, sir. This is the moment that myself and the world's waiting for, the moment of truth.
Trevor Burby hasn't even arrived yet. Do you have any thoughts about that?
Is that true? I hope he. I was frightened that something might happen. I figured he might break his leg, or I might get bit by a dog, or something like that, because I'm just so anxious for this to come off.
Have you really put it in your mind that if you do lose tonight, that'll be it for you?
Well, I never thought about it. If something like that happened, which is an impossibility, I would think seriously, but I'm not even putting negative thoughts in my mind, so I never thought about what I'd do if I lose, because I don't believe I'll lose.
Champ, what will be your fight plan?
Stay in front of him. No dancing, no wasting energy, no clowning, all serious, just walking right to him, blocking punches and counter punching and looking for openings, and he tagged him in the first round hard enough to knock him out.
You know, people around the world are watching you right now. Just about everybody that's watching is watching. They're curious to see you in the ring and to see what you will do. What do you have to say to the people around the world right now?
I have to say right now that 40 is not over. Looking to see it, they know I'm great, but the one thing, can he still do it against a tough 28-year-old man who gave Holmes all the trouble he wanted? So they're waiting to see if I can do it. And I'm saying to all you old men, we're not through. Eat right, live right, take care of your body, and you can whoop many young men. I'll show you that tonight.
A prediction?
No prediction, but might knock him out. If not, win easy on decision.
Muhammad, thank you so much, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Don Dunphy, back to you at ringside.
All right, thank you, Jim. We're almost ready to go. Ring announcer Matt Helrich up in the center of the ring. Thomas Hearns and Ernie Singletary are ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the next match this evening, the judges at ringside are Alonzo Butler, Clyde Gray, and Fernley Palmer. The referee, Jay Edson of Naples, Florida, who has refereed 45 world title fights. The timekeeper, Chris Malakias, and counting at the knockdown, Sammy Isaacs. This is a 10-round middleweight contest. In the red corner at 161 pounds, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Ernie Singletary, wearing the white trunks with a blue stripe. In the blue corner, weighing 155 pounds, wearing white trunks with multicolored stripes, the Motor City Cobra, former welterweight champion of the world, from Detroit, Michigan, Hearns.
A tremendous hand for Thomas Hearns, who was about 9 pounds heavier than when he fought Sugar Ray Leonard in Las Vegas.
Make it brief. You've both been in pro.
Jay Edson.
Good fight. Break when I tell you. Man gets knocked down, the other man goes to the neutral corner. Make sure, watch for the low blows. When I tell you to break, break. Have a good fight, good luck.
Once again, the scoring, the 10-point must, if it does not go the limit, which is an unlikely prospect. 10-point must, 10 points to the winner of the round, 9 or less to the loser, 10 points each in an even round. The mandatory 8 count and the 3 knockdown rule are in effect. The man cannot be saved by the bell except in the last round, which, if it goes the limit, is the 10th round. Thomas Hearns, the white trunks with the red and yellow stripes down the side. Ernie Singletary with the white trunks with the ES on them and the blue stripe and border. Thomas Hearns, the taller of the two by a couple of inches. Very graceful on his feet. Singletary is fighting flat-footed. Turns up on his toes with that lightning jab. Hearns got a tremendous ovation when he was introduced. Why not? He's a great fighter.
I think what we're going to see in this fight, Don, is Hearns is going to try to keep Singletary from coming inside on him. Hearns is going to keep him away with his long jab.
Hearns' best advantage in this fight is going to be his speed, because he outdoes Singletary by about 2 to 1 in his speed power.
He's very fast, but he also likes to mix it. Just wondering how he can carry the weight over the distance, Davey and Randy.
He doesn't
fighting as a middleweight.
He doesn't look 1 pound overweight, though. Look at him. He's like a rock.
He's so lean.
He looks great.
It's all natural weight. I was talking to him earlier, and it's all natural weight. It's nothing forced on.
That's the best thing.
And it's all natural.
I'm just wondering if he might take his time for a while and get a good workout.
I think he's looking for that spot for that right hand.
Singletary is a tough customer, though. He's won 24 of his 27 fights, 7 of them by knockouts. He's lost only 3.
If I'm not mistaken, I thought I saw a little blood inside of Singletary's mouthpiece. Right there towards the top.
A little early, but it could be. He's taken some big jabs and a couple of hooks. Singletary is working on the body, knowing that Hearns is so fast he might not be so easy to hit in the head. And he's taller, of course.
All right, watch the holding, Tommy. Break it up.
Jay Edson says, watch the holding, Tommy, and they break quickly. Jay Edson, the referee. That jab turned into a hook, a good one. Missing with the left and coming back with the right, and Singletary scored.
Again.
He scored again and again and again. All with right hands.
Singletary is rocked, but he stays on his feet. Goes on Hearns.
With the same punch, 2 right hands again. An overhand right.
On hold, Tommy.
I'll tell you this, they didn't pick any pushover for Tommy.
All right, push out, no punching, break it up, that's it.
Jay Edson, the referee, you can hear him.
Tommy Hearns shaking his head a little bit.
Boy, Boy, that was a good first round, wasn't it, fellas?
Boy, that was an exciting first round. Hearns threw about 6 or 7 right hands that caught Singletary, and he couldn't move him.
Well, Singletary landed about 10 right hands also. That's what made it more exciting.
This is a great first round. Great.
Let's see it here.
There's the right hand landing on Hearns. There's another one grazing. Tommy Hearns stepping back and trying to hit Singletary. And that slow motion replay, it shows Singletary getting the best of Hearns, which I would call that first round at least even.
You would? I would have given it to Hearns.
Really? Well, I would lean towards Hearns, but Singletary did do a good job.
Yes, he did. He did. But I thought
he landed a lot of good shots.
I thought Hearns did more.
He did and longer.
However, that's our unofficial opinion. We don't score the fight. They got the judges for that. Round 2, Thomas Hearns, a Cobra from Detroit.
One thing interesting, look at all the Vaseline over Hearns' left eye. It could have been from a headbutt when Tommy Hearns shook his head last round. Look at all the Vaseline there.
They're both wearing white trunks. Singletary has the blue stripe and border. Hearns has the stripes down the side.
Those stripes are the Bahamian colors, Doc.
I'm glad you told me.
Oh, a beautiful right hand.
Sneak right hand by Singletary. He gets it in there fast. He is not a pushover. And he took this fight on short notice, didn't he?
Well, whether he did or not, there's little blood on Tommy Hearns' shorts, and I don't know where it's coming from. There's little blood on Singletary's.
Right. Could be from either one of them.
I can't tell which one it's coming from.
I venture to say where it's from. I haven't located it yet.
I haven't either. Another right hand by Singletary and a jab.
Singletary's a rough customer.
Punching, push out of yourself. Let's go.
Singletary knows he has to get inside on Hearns, and that's exactly what he's trying to do.
I would say that Hearns really has to box him more as he did in the first round, the beginning of the round, and not deviate.
I think so.
That was
use his left jab, which is a beautiful jab.
Yeah, that was Hearns' mistake against Leonard, is that he went in to fight and he got hit instead of staying back.
Now he's changed it. Now he's boxing.
There he goes.
He boxes. He's hard to hit, and he's quick. And it's paying off for Hearns now. Singletary's having trouble getting near him.
Good jab by Singletary.
Hearns quick on his feet. And he's learned something he didn't have in the Leonard fight, how to tie up.
Exactly right, Bob.
Might have been different if he could have held on, Davey, in that fight.
Another round, anyway.
Edson is trying to get the cameraman back off the ring apron.
Well, the camera straps are leaning inside the ring.
That's right.
I've seen fighters trip over those cameras.
I've seen referees trip over them. That's worse.
Thank you, Doc.
Singletary told to keep him up. Hearns, Ernie Singletary, both wearing white trunks. Singletary with the blue and the letters ES on the bottom. Hearns a taller of the two by several inches.
Still can't find out where the blood came from.
Maybe it came from the referee. Thomas Hearns standing flat-footed again is always going to mix with Singletary, which was not a good tactic in the first round for him.
Tommy Hearns is just trying to land that right hand. That's his strongest and most effective punch.
It has won many a fight for him.
Well, Singletary is getting away from that right hand. And the jabs right now. Oh, those beautiful.
Good jabs.
Beautiful.
That was the 1-2.
Yeah, but the right hand just barely missed. Caught him on the gloves.
Singletary retaliated too late.
That's where Hearns' speed takes an advantage over.
In and out, huh? Hearns very graceful.
Nice jab to the body.
Hearns giving away 6 pounds at 155 to 161 for Singletary. Hearns has the speed, he's got the jab, he's got the power. Singletary is tough. He's got a good right hand, especially a good sneak right hand. Hearns moving away from the right, moves into a jab.
Now he's moving his head. That's what he has to do.
Hearns is showing tremendous speed now. Singletary stalking him a little bit, kept off balance. Hearns' main forward is that he can beat an opponent to the punch. He has to get away from those ropes.
I think Hearns' left thigh is open up on the eyebrow.
Yeah, on his left thigh.
I don't see it yet, fellas.
It's there. It's not bleeding heavily now, but there's some blood coming up.
Well, that'll make Hearns try to get it over quicker. Oh, that was some right hand. Singletary, a tough customer.
He's breathing hard now, too.
These are not cream puff jabs. Turning it into a hook.
Check the eye, man.
Jay Edson went over to Hearns' corner.
Something about it, but he's accidental.
Jay Edson went over to Hearns' corner and told the corner, mainly manager Emmanuel Stewart, who has his back to us, to check the eye.
Yeah, I heard that. Jay also come over and mentioned that it wasn't an accident.
Everything's running good over here,
and he
Jay.
thinks it was caused by a headbutt.
I have to think that they were worried about this right from the beginning because they seemed to be applying more Vaseline to that eye as soon as the fight started.
Yeah, well, like I mentioned, that extra
He wasn't
Vaseline.
cut in the Leonard fight, was he?
No.
Then he must have had something happen in training.
No, it happened here in the first round that he got butted. And that's when he shook his head.
I find it awfully hard to catch a butt. I'm sure you guys do. It happens so fast.
Okay, let's go.
Round 4 of a 10-rounder. They touch gloves. That's usually the sign of the last round. Maybe Hearns feels something.
No, it's called respect.
Thomas Hearns with the hangman stripes down the side. Ernie Singletary with the blue border and blue stripes.
The one thing Tommy can't do is relax with his eye in that condition.
Hearns trying to find a spot for that right hand behind the jab and threw it there. It wasn't quite flush enough. Singletary is trying to go for that eye with his own jab. Hearns knows it.
One thing I noticed Hearns doing now, as he did in the Leonard fight, Don, is starting to drop his left hand again. If you'll watch that, see?
Left the chin wide open that time when he threw the right.
Exactly.
That left has got to come up. Hey! Hearns was hit back by the right hand.
He was knocked back, but he wasn't hurt.
Around here. Howard, break it up.
Singletary just a little excited.
That was a good punch. Singletary's trying for a knockout now. So is Hearns. This is a real fight.
Great fight.
Listen to that crowd. This has turned into something.
Hearns is gambling. He's gambling.
He is a little bit inaccurate. He's wild.
He's trying to put him out, that's why. Those punches landed, that uppercut landed. Singletary landed with the right hand right on this cut. Another one.
Hearns is proving he can take it.
But his corner, Singletary is a little bit wobbly.
Oh,
he's going back.
Make him more wobbly.
Hearns is smiling a little bit. I think Hearns is getting a little bit tired though.
Hearns is taking a lot of punches himself.
You betcha.
I wonder if Hearns can carry that punching power into the middleweights.
Hearns leaning on him, trying to tire him out more. Hearns is tired.
He's tired.
That eye is laid open pretty good, too.
Chuni.
Round 5. And it has turned into something. A lot of people thought when this bout was made as a secondary bout in the Muhammad Ali Berbick card that Hearns was going to get some kind of a pushover in there, but if Singletary's a pushover, I don't want to see the real article.
Now he's back to using his jab again, Don. See it?
He's still trying to set him up with the 1-2.
That's exactly right, Don. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Open him up for that right hand. So Hearns is just standing there, which is very bad.
Yes.
Almost got hit.
He does better when he moves around.
Look at his left hand coming way down.
Oh, that's a trait of Hearns. That's one of his trademarks.
Hearns trying to find that opening. Singletary just stands there. Hearns not dancing around as he did earlier. I tell you, if Tommy gets Hearns, he's tired. He's going to have a tough time.
Well, Singletary is already pretty tired. I think he's a lot more tired than Hearns is, and that's why Hearns is moving in like he is. Singletary was dead tired at the end of the last round.
He may be getting a little gun-shy, too. Singletary just stands there. Hearns can't seem to find the opening for his right.
Keep him up, Tommy. Keep him up.
That's what he says, keep him up.
Well, those punches that he's throwing were catching him low is catching Singletary's gloves and knocking him down is actually what is happening.
Now Hearns is getting the jab in.
Very good jabs, too.
He's going to set him up for that right hand soon. It's coming. There it goes.
Push out, no punching, that's it, clean.
Singletary still full of fight.
Singletary is scoring.
Very clean, that's it, very good.
This is the 5th round of a 10-rounder. Not many thought it would go this far.
That's very true, Don. They expected the Shavers fight to be the best fight on the card, but by far, so far, this is the best one.
Singletary's taking a good punch.
Okay. Big difference.
Well, I tell you what, so far the drama in the Bahamas has been building up to and living up to all expectations from everyone that I've talked to. It's just about 25 minutes ago, Trevor Berbick did show up. He's in his dressing room right now getting all ready to go for his big bout against Muhammad Ali, and we'll be talking to him in just a couple of moments. But before Ali and Trevor Berbick step into the ring, there'll be another heavyweight bout, and this one should be a good one too, because Jeff Sims is going to take on Ernie Shavers, and as we all know, Shavers is on that comeback trail too. Don Dunphy, back to you at ringside.
All right, Jim, down with Davey Pearl and Randy. Randy, how do you think about this one now?
Well, I think it is what you said. It's going to go on conditioning, and I think Hearns is the stronger of the two and has a lot more stamina.
Okay, let's go.
All right, we've been talking about Tommy Hearns. left eye. It seems no worse.
One thing's for sure, it's no better.
They're doing a good job in the corner on that cut, though.
No, there hasn't been no steady flow of blood out of his eye.
Watch Singletary's left eye now. I think it's starting to close.
Thomas Hearns and
the jabs.
White trunks with the Bahamian stripes down the side. Ernie Singletary with the white trunks on the blue stripe and border. Jay Edson, the referee. Doing a nice job in there.
Sure is. Uh-oh. Something happened to Tommy Hearns' left eye. He's blinking.
He probably got thumbed. I didn't see it.
Might have been a thumb.
That's usually what happens. He probably got a thumb in it.
A good recommendation for that thumbless glove they're now using in the
You're right. Now he's got to cut under the eye.
Blood. It's a lot of blood on the left eye of Thomas Hearns.
It was probably more than just a thumb. He probably got butted if there was a cut there because he didn't get hit.
Hearns staying at long range now, trying to pick a spot. He doesn't want Singletary to get close to that eye, the left eye. Push out of it.
Singletary's eye has a little abrasion in his eye also.
His left eye starting to close.
Yeah, slight abrasion right under it.
Singletary going to the eye with the jab and running into that right.
Let's watch the hold and watch that stuff. All right, okay, let's go.
Hearns is cautioned and apologizes.
Actually, it was a good defensive move on Tommy Hearns.
He's turning the jab into a hook now very effectively. That's Tommy Hearns. Singletary coming in with a single purpose to get at the eye, but he's forgetting everything else.
Nobody ever expected as good a fight as this one, I'll guarantee you.
Real good fight. Hearns showing that quickness again that he showed in the early rounds. Hearns feet past hands.
Hearns was throwing that left hook to the body, caught his elbow. That's one thing that fighters have to watch out for. When you throw that left hook, you can't hit the elbow. You can break your thumb.
Right.
Looks like Hearns got a little red mouthpiece, too.
Well, it's not been a walkover for Thomas Hearns, I'll tell you that. He'll be in shape when this is over.
He'll be ready for a rest after this is over.
He's going to find out what it is to fight heavy in there.
Hearns picking his spots.
You know, I think it has nothing to do with the weight. It's the fighter you fight is what it really matters.
There you see, you saw Emmanuel Stewart going to work on that cut. He's a great corner man, and Eddie Futch over in Singletary's corner is one of the best,
he's a good cut.
without a doubt. So you've got two good fighters and two good corner men.
Well, I guess the surprise of the evening so far, fellas, is that this bout has gone this far.
I don't think they can get much better, Don.
Oh, we're coming up to round 7.
Keep an eye on those big punches and they keep opening up. Can't see.
Eddie Futch talking to Singletary. Putting a little Vaseline around the eyes. And a nice pat. Round 7 of a 10-rounder, Tommy Hearns of Detroit, 155, making his debut as a middleweight. Ernie Singletary, a pound over the middleweight limit at 161. He's wearing the white trunks with the blue stripe and border and the ES letters on it. Ernie Singletary. Tommy Hearns, graceful in there.
He's been told by his corner to keep Benson away so he doesn't get hit in that eye.
Or butters in the eye. He's got a lot of Vaseline over it also.
It's a wide cut. It's not deep, but wide.
Well, I just heard for his sake that this is the only time he gets cut, because you know as well as I do, Randy and David, sometimes they continue through your career, those cuts.
I know as well as anybody.
Hearns was forced to back away by Singletary.
Good jabs by Hearns. Very powerful. Very quick and effective.
When Hearns wants to box, there are few as good.
Oh, he slipped. Get that paper off the canvas. People should be a little more, concerned about the fighters. They can trip and hurt themselves.
Hearns on the move. Singletary plodding after him. This round has been a quiet one compared to the last one.
Quietest one of the fight.
Those are not pretty-pat jabs that the Hearns throws. They are solid. Hearns tried to get the crowd down, and he did. He got it down beautifully.
The best right hand that Hearns has gone the whole fight.
That's the left Singletary comes back. Hearns is starting to trade again, and that's when he's more vulnerable. Earlier in the fight, Singletary hurt him a couple of times when he traded with him. Question of tactics when he's got that vulnerable eye.
That was a good counterback hook by Hearns. Very well executed. Very well. Beautiful.
Okay, very good.
Oh, he's got a
This is a great round.
We've got some fight on our hands, Davey and Randy. One of the best fights we've seen in a long, long time.
Oh, it's a terrific
It's a very good fight.
I can't believe that this would be this good, really.
No, very few
say,
people thought it would be.
I would say that the last round was probably the slowest round in the amount of action that we've had.
And yet it was a good round.
But it was a good round.
Yeah, it's the best fight of the card so far.
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh, beyond a doubt.
We've got some more good fights coming up, but I don't know if they can top this one.
That'd be pretty tough.
Muhammad Ali and Trevor Berbick.
This is really building up.
Okay.
Yeah, Davey, Jay Edson, the referee, reminds me of you a little bit. He takes charge of the bout.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah, you can't waver with them, can you?
That's right, you can. Once they gain your respect, you've got it made.
Thomas Hearns, white trunks, Bahamian colors down the side. Ernie Singletary, the shorter of the two, with the white trunks and blue border. Hearns starting every round the same, up on his toes, and he'll go slamming after a while. Singletary trying to corner.
All right, good.
Singletary smiled after that one. I think this is a tremendously valuable lesson for Tommy Hearns, jumping up in weight.
He's learning a lot.
He certainly is.
And maybe learn more than if he'd scored a quick knockout.
Absolutely.
He's learned that he can take a punch.
Might be a great blessing in disguise for him.
Maybe. See what he's doing with that jab, turning it into a hook, followed by the right cross.
Also, what he's doing different in this round, he's using the power jab, throwing the right hand and coming in with another jab.
You've got to give Singletary a lot of credit, though. He is in there fighting.
What a tough guy he is.
Oh. I'm seeing him for the first time.
There's that power jab again after the right hand. There was the headbutt again. Tommy Hearns is complaining about the headbutt.
He winced there. Oh,
what a hook.
He was rocked back by that left hook.
Set him back on his heels. Singletary's just getting a little bit tired.
Good body shot, too.
Hearns is trying to stay away from the inside because of those headbutts.
Get out of there.
Get out of there. Get out of the corner. Singletary won't let him out. The referee's in our way.
Tommy should get out of there.
Losing fight. Half a minute to go in the round.
Okay, hold it. I gave you a charge. Let's go, out here. Let's go, right there.
Time running out in your lower right-hand corner of your screen. You can see the time. A big round for Hearns.
That last headbutt opened up that cut of Hearns a little bit more. It's a little bit bigger now. Still is wide, but it's getting longer.
You could see Emmanuel Stewart giving some last words of encouragement to Tommy Hearns as the 9th round got underway. The 9th round of a 10-round middleweight bout, and a good one. Ernie Singletary in the white trunks with the blue stripe and border has more than given a good account of himself, although he's probably losing on points. But he's been in the fight all the way. Singletary's left eye may be slightly closing. Hearns has been bothered by cuts around his left eye. Probably more caused by butts than anything else.
It's opened up a little bit again. That's why he's dancing so much and dancing back with Dante.
That is a beautiful jab.
You'll pardon me if I'm a little biased at this point. The referee's doing a fantastic job.
I'll be a little biased too. Both fighters are doing a great job too.
An all-around combination, it's great.
So are our cameramen.
Yeah, you're right, everybody.
And so is our lead announcer, Don Dunphy.
The master.
Singletary trying to catch him with that right hand.
Here he comes. Now he's coming back in.
There's that right hand. Oh.
That's
a 1-2 punch.
Both of those were counter punches, which Hearns is very good at it. Long reach, he waits for it and comes in.
And let's not forget, fellas, Singletary takes a terrific punch. He's a tough customer.
Oh, wow, look at this action. Both throwing right hands.
Hearns in and out. That's the way to fight for him. In and out. He's got Singletary bothered again. There's no quit in Singletary, though. He'll be firing them as long as he can. Again, Hearns tries for the knockout. Half a minute to go in the round.
Hearns is hitting him with every shot he throws.
Singletary
He's got a cut.
Is worried.
Singletary has a cut over his left eye, inside the eye.
He's a
very bad spot. Now Hearns
sees in trouble and holding on. He's really
excited.
Hearns saw the cut and he's going after it.
His sight's impaired now. This is where the referee really has to be careful and watch.
His eye is bleeding a lot too. It's inside the eye.
Okay, all right, Ernie? Okay, come on.
That was the biggest round of the fight for Thomas Hearns, and he's had some big ones. And the question is now the cut left eye of Ernie Singletary. Eddie Futz is working on it.
It's in a very bad spot. It's inside the eye. It'll go right inside the eyeball where it'll blind the fighter.
Davey, did you hear Jay Edson ask Ernie if he was all right towards the end of the round when he took that line on the ropes?
But he just smiled and shook and said, yes, I'm fine.
Okay.
That's on instinct, a lot of that. Randy?
Not the way he's
Randy,
now,
you're number 2 and you're going to be fighting young fella McCrory out of Detroit. Has that been signed? The city been picked? And how do you feel about that fight?
Well, the fight itself is a very good fight for me and for him. More beneficial towards him, but the location site hasn't been picked up to be no sign for it.
All right.
Well, Randy, we wish you good luck.
Thank you.
All right, round 10, here it is.
What a round.
10th and final round. Tommy Hearns with the white trunks and the Bahamian colors. Ernie Singletary with the white trunks and the blue stripe and border, and they both got blood all over their trunks. Hearns has been cut around the left eye. Singletary's been cut around the left eye. There have been no knockdowns.
Hearns is going after the knockout. He wants that knockout for that credibility in the middleweight class.
Hearns is staying right there with Singletary.
Almost got hit by a left hook.
The left eye bleeding again on Singletary, bleeding worse now.
Singletary's backing up a lot more this round, I think, because he can't see.
There's a possibility this could be stopped.
Jay Edson's really watching that eye now. It's still not bothering his vision.
Crowd has been in an uproar all through this fight.
Fantastic.
Singletary still full of fight.
That was a good attempt counter right hand by Singletary.
The round is running its course. So is the fight. This is the 10th and final round.
I bet both fighters are happy about that.
Kind of happy myself. Hearns a little inaccurate with his right hand, but he comes back now.
He's staggering. His legs are a little bit weak. His legs are a little bit weak when Hearns is backed off, so
yeah,
that his advantage.
Let him recover.
Less than a minute to go.
It's a good body shot by Hearns, right into the midsection.
Hearns called the attention of the referee to the left eye. No thumbs, says the referee.
First middleweight fight for Hearns, and he's doing a great job. This will set him up for some tougher opponents.
Half a minute to go.
Singletary's still hanging in there, punching the best he can. He knows the round is almost over.
Terrible eye right now, though.
Never seen anybody with more guts.
Worse. He's blinking now. He's trying to wipe the blood out of his eye.
He's hanging in there. He's hanging in there.
Well, there will not be a knockout. Less than 10 seconds to go. There have been no knockdowns. It's almost over. Oh,
fight's over.
Look at that eye. And really a real affection, one to the other. Look at Tommy Hearns lifting Singletary's hand.
That's what you call respect.
Hey,
fun. We had some fight here, Randy. This was one of the best.
Yes, it was a very good fight. A little bit one-sided.
Well, it was one-sided, but Singletary was never out of it.
No.
He was always in it. And he hurt Tommy a couple of times in the early rounds. Well, we just remind you once again that the scoring is on the 10-point must system. Although I don't think there's any doubt about who won. 10 points to the winner of round 9 or less to the loser. This was a 10-round middleweight bout. Tommy Hearns making a debut as a middleweight at 155 pounds. The limit is 160. Singletary, who put up a surprisingly strong fight, 161 pounds. Tommy Hearns suffered a cut, probably from the butt around the left eye early. But Singletary's left eye was badly cut in the last 2 rounds. Well, we've got Trevor Burbick on hand for the fight now, and Jim Hill is in his dressing room. Jim, how is he?
Well, I tell you what, Don, Trevor Burbick, you're all set, ready to go?
Sure, I'm here. I'm ready to go.
You were a little late getting here. Some people were beginning to wonder why.
plate. I'm in town.
You're very loose for this whole thing, aren't you?
Well, please, I got a bit loose.
You know, with everything that has happened to you this week, it's been more like a trauma rather than a drum in the Bahamas.
Yeah, it's been tough. They put me through a lot of mental trips in this fight. I guess they're planned to make me weak mentally and physically. It definitely will affect you.
You say they. Who are you talking about when you say they?
Well, like I said, it's coming from a bunch of people involved in promotion. I don't know who's pinpointing at me, so it's they. I know it's more than one people. Some connection with the Ali group that make it tough for ourselves as we got here.
I mean, they ask you to train on a different island. You had to come up and ask for your money in front of everybody?
Not even that, but when we get there, was nowhere for us to train in the bathroom.
Do you feel like the bad guy in this whole situation?
Bad guy?
Yeah, because Ali is a sentimental favorite. You mentioned that you think that people have been doing things against you. You feel like the bad guy?
Not people, just a few people was working, for him, along with him. So catering, anything to do.
You know, you talk about Ali. You have some salt and pepper in your hair too.
Yeah, I love them too. I've had them since I've been 9 years old.
Okay, so thank you so much and good luck. Don Dunphy, back to you at ringside.
Thank you very much, Jim, and thank you, Trevor. We're waiting for the announcement by the ring announcer, Matt Howard. Here he is.
We have a unanimous decision. Judge Burnley Palmer scores it 99-87. Judge Alonzo Butler scores it 99-91. Judge Clyde Gray scores it 189 for the winner by unanimous decision, Thomas Hearns!
Thomas Hearns is the winner, unanimously and big. One judge gave them all 10 rounds, and Davy Pearl has him here.
Tommy, tell the truth. How did this rate with you and Sugar Ray? Was this a tougher fight, continuously down the line?
This is a very tough fight for me because for the fact that it's a different division, something that I'm not used to being in. It's a much heavier division where you find the men are much too stronger and they're able to take a little bit more than the welterweights are able to take. I have to put out a little bit more